This man right now is having a stare down with me. It's very disrespectful. He pounded his fist. Frankly, it makes me scared.
Are you telling me to be quiet, or are you asking me?
I'm asking you and advising you.
Thank you for correcting that, because don't nobody tell me what to do.
Your belief that that's the law doesn't make it so, Mr. Brooks.
I don't like your tone and the way you're talking to me. I don't.
Mr.
I don't
Brooks,
appreciate it.
Sit down.
Nothing about this is a joke.
Would it be fair to say that the alleged defendant that you just identified on the record for the court does not have hair?
You have shaved your head, yes.
Don't try to address me like that, like we cool. You don't have no integrity. How can you even call yourself a judge?
Oh, Lord. So if you tuned into Cross Country last week, you know this trial has been crazy. Darrell Brooks, the suspect charged in the deadly attack on last year's Christmas parade in Waukesha, Wisconsin, continues to aggressively argue with the judge, disrespecting the court to the point where he had to be removed again. Joining us now is former prosecutor and current defense attorney David Bruno. Sir, thank you so much for joining the program. You have been following this case. He continues to disrespect the court. He doesn't understand criminal procedure or basic fundamentals in the courtroom. He has not turned over his witness list. He has not said if he was going to testify or not, but he did say this in his opening statement. He said that it was not planned or intentional. What do you make of it?
Oh man, I mean, we could take excerpts all night from this trial. It should be a case study on why somebody should not represent themselves.
Well, yeah.
I mean, there's an old adage, he who represents himself has a fool for a client, and it's no different from Mr. Darrell Brooks right here. It is a complete dumpster fire. And the judge and the prosecutor right now, what they're doing is they're trying to save the conviction, because we all know how this is coming out. His behavior in the courtroom does him no justice. I mean, he is going down in flames once this jury has the opportunity to bring back a verdict. I would imagine that it's probably one of the quickest verdicts we've ever seen in the history of criminal justice, based on the way that this individual has acted, and the facts are just not with him whatsoever. I mean, he says it's not intentional. Everyone sees the video. You could use your common sense. That car tore down the street when there were people in the middle of the street in the parade. And you know what? He didn't call any expert that's going to challenge the automobile or the mechanical defect or anything like that. The throttle worked. They showed that. The brakes worked. They showed that. And that's all they really need to prove this case.
So, Dave, I got to ask you, how much does the jury matter in this? I mean, I've seen the court dismiss the jury and then bring them back and forth. But are they witnessing some of this that's happening in the court?
Oh, yeah. First of all, the jury is the only thing that matters, Lawrence. Yeah. The jury is the one that has to be the fact finder, and they get the law from the judge. You know, the judge right now is just maintaining order and ruling on objections. And this behavior has been happening pre-trial. It happens outside the presence of the jury, but it's also happening in front of the jury. And they're seeing it all. His objection, he objects to his name. When people call him Darrell Brooks, he objects and says that I am not identifying myself as Darrell Brooks. He's using this BS immunity defense.
He's
like
out of control.
The rules don't apply.
I would be so glad when justice is finally served. He's just lucky that he's in Texas, because he's not in Texas, because he would have got the chair. Sir, thanks so much for joining the program.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.